What's the upside, my dear adult fans of Lego? Solbrick in the house, and I'm standing here in my custom Lego town called Soltown. And I've been working on this square for the Scorched Lady, but I've also been working on something going inside of this building that is the Dr. Octavious Laboratory. So we're going to have a look in there, and we're going to have a look at what I've been doing here in this area. This whole segment comes off, so I am going to remove it so it's easier for me to show it to you. So what we have here is of course the new base for the Scorched Lady, where I used these black shield pieces, sort of like to give that impression of this being burnt down here on the ground. The Scorched Lady, of course, was one of the revolutionaries that participated in the war against the stupid men and the female liberation of Soltown. The stupid men, they got their revenge on the females by burning her alive. According to legend, nobody really knows if that's true or not. So we have a little bit of a memorial plaque down here and some flowers, and of course a sailor here that's paying her respect to the torched lady or scorched lady, also known as the burnt lady, depending on my memory. And back here we have a concert going on by this cool 80s synth popper. And this is of course where the entrance to the music store is. And we have a little park here in the back with some green grass, and you have the trees here later when this is placed in town. And on this side I've been working a bit on the laboratory. If we take a yonder at the first floor, you have the entrance here of course. And you get into this little hallway here with a shower where you can rinse off your hazmat suits before you get into the laboratory. And well, on this side we're going to have some flowers as a symbol for the miracle of life. Because this whole lab is where Soltown is growing their children. As some of you might remember, we had an insemination festival about 9 months ago. So there has been some results from the insemination actually. But in Soltown, the females or the women, the citizens, they don't carry their children inside their bodies. That's outsourced into dispensers that I'm going to show you later in this video. So you go through this door here after you rinsed off, and in here you have a little bit of a laboratory. You have a microscope there, and you have a very important coffee brewer and a coffee cup, some samples that they're working on, and you have some samples inside of the fridge here, but you also have your Coca-Cola soda in there, so you stay hydrated while working, and some different knickknacks and gadgets and that kind of nonsense there. So I think that looks pretty nice. We're gonna put in a little worker down here, and that's they're in their hazmat space suits. So she's going to be standing in here doing science. If we take a look here on the second floor, we can see that I actually had this only 5 studs high before, but I changed it into 6 studs, 6 bricks high windows just to get some more room in here. And this is where the dispensers with all of the fetuses are. So you have some cute babies. They're going to arrive on Christmas Eve probably. So that's pretty nice. Fully developed almost. You can see that, well, at least they are yellow. So that's nice. And you have your little machine in your DNA strain there, so you know that you're working with DNA. And here's the embryo cold storage. And you have some drawers underneath here. That kind of good stuff. So the other worker is dressed the same way as the first one, or the scientist, maybe they're called scientists. So she's going to be working here, monitoring that everything is going well with the babies. And so far everything is looking really good. And I like making sort of like tabletops with using those panel pieces like so. So I think that's a, did I show you that? Or did I just show you my hand? So I think that's a nice detail there, and they get all their nutrients and oxygen and everything from this here. So that's super cute, the miracle of life. And I'm leaving it open on the back side, just as Lego sometimes do. That's just to save on bricks and you know, easy access, because this will be facing the wall of Soltown. And the roof section, nothing special. I beefed up the ventilation unit here because they need good ventilation in here. And secure ventilation that's filtered properly. So classic in New York looking building, I think. Brownstone, I guess they're called. And this is from an old Spider-Man set that I had since the beginning of the day. And the beginning of the day, since back in the day. And this sticker was supposed to be on some other pieces back when Lego put them on several bricks. So it was 3 bricks stacked together. They don't do that anymore because if you remove the bricks, it falls apart, of course. Anywho, this is where it will go in the city. So I'm gonna put this all back now. And security is of course very important, so we have a guard standing outside here, but we also have the cosplayers that are super into DC Comics, because we do have a Batwoman living in this town, but these are just the cosplayers, and they're going to support with some extra protection here on the roof. So I think that's really nice of them, making sure that there will be new citizens born in Soltown one day. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you're looking forward to the miracle of life and the miracle of Christmas that's coming up sooner than later. Remember to stay out of the nonsense, stay awesome, and please subscribe.